Hi, Barbara. Thank you for joining me today. As a trainer of mind and self, I've invited you here to talk a bit more about yourself and tell us all why wellbeing training is so important within a workplace.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me on today. It's really, really a pleasure. And I love working and being a mind and self trainer. So my name is Barbara Cox. I'm an award-winning nutritionist. I'm the author of 2 cookbooks, and I'm the author of 2 other nutrition books, as well as Teach Yourself Aromatherapy. So I love looking at a whole 360 view of someone's health and wellness when I work alongside them. I have a very unique style and background to being a corporate wellness trainer, is that I ran my own business from start to exit over 12 years. I had a team of 45 people, and we turned over quite a few amounts of money. And so therefore, I understand how important it is, not only from my people and people that I work with around wellness, but I understand the finance side as well. So this beautiful blend of both gives me my uniqueness with working with people.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Can you tell me a bit more about the type of training that you specifically deliver?
So my background is nutrition and naturopathy and biomedical science. So I take a real kind of scientific approach when working with people in wellness, but mainly I stick within the nutrition, because I truly believe that actually what you put in your body has so many different biological functions on how it affects your productivity, your mental health, as well as your physical well-being. And my ethos is protect and correct. So really wellness around protecting and correcting diseases of civilization. So those can be cancer, heart disease, diabetes. But also the other side is I love getting people productive, and how can we educate everyone on eating for increasing productivity.
So right now with COVID-19, everything that you've just spoke about seems to me like it's so important. How can this help organizations? Why is this type of training necessary whilst people are working from home?
Great question. It is more necessary now than ever. We are a lot of us working from home. We're in a different office environment if we are still going into the office, and so therefore there's a lot of sort of panic eating, panic buying, comfort food eating, dehydration, because we're actually just trying to cope with the situation alongside do our regular day's work. So, for us to be able to produce the amount of work that might be thrown our way with other colleagues potentially on furlough means that most people that I'm working with, their sort of working hours have grown a little bit longer. So making sure that their mental clarity as well as productivity, but decision making through fueling their body in a proper way is, at a peak performance level, and more so now than ever, because we want to also boost our immune system at that same time.
That's amazing. Thank you. I was told, I'm not sure if it's true, but what you eat can impact on your well-being. Is that true?
Oh, 100%, 100%. You couldn't have said it any better, because it really does impact. I mean, I'm going to use the analogy of like buying a car, and maybe you have a Ferrari, okay, which I don't have. I'd love to have. So maybe you have a Ferrari. You're going to put the best fuel in a Ferrari than you would maybe a car that was less expensive. But I like to treat my own body like a Ferrari because I want it to perform like one. So I will invest in myself with really good food, proper nutrition, maybe some supplementation when I need it as well, but making sure that I have a balanced diet. Now, what does balanced diet look like? because this is where some confusion comes in. You know, you only need to go onto the internet and there's like, try this fad diet, try that fad product. And it's a very confusing place, which is why Mind and Self have the best experts on board to make that easy for anyone needing expert advice.
Thank you. Is that still applicable to mental health? So can food affect your mental health?
Yeah, so one of the mini ebooks that I wrote was the the positive mental health diet. So just a little bit of background about me. My one of my daughters is autistic. She's 23, and so a typical trait with someone being autistic, they have digestive problems and they have anxiety problems. So it's something that you know, not only again have I dealt with, but within my working practice, I use it. So with using my daughter over the years as a little bit of research and of trialing things as well, I've really learned an awful lot. Hence, I wrote the Positive Mental Health Diet. So there's some really good foods that you can take. Number one is very simply hydration and making sure you're not getting dehydrated, but good quality foods with B vitamins, especially B12, because B12 is really linked to depression if you have a deficiency. So a lot of these are to do with vitamin and mineral deficiencies in the body, as well as essential fatty acid deficiencies. So we get our vitamins and minerals and our essential fatty acids from our food. So we must make sure that we're eating the best food with these nutrients. So dumping the junk is imperative, because junk food and ready meals just don't have the nutritional value to fuel our brains to help protect against further anxiety and further depression. So over the years, I mean, I've done so many mini trials on my daughter. And actually, Lily has been involved in some really good gut brain health trials that we put her forward for. And it's amazing how she can control her panic attacks and anxiety. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have them, but when she does have them, they are shorter and less frequent, and she can control them through proper hydration and proper foods that she chooses as well. So, you know, there's so much scientific evidence around the gut-brain connection that I truly believe you can eat really well for positive mental health.
That's amazing. Thank you. So we're coming to the close right now. Do you have any takeaways for organizations?
Oh my goodness. Wow. Takeaways, loads, but not in the food sense, in the advice sense. So I'm just going to give a couple of really quick tips for you to sort of boost your productivity while you're at your desk. And for me, it's all around the reorganization of your desk area. So make sure that you definitely have water at your desk, or even a water jug, so you can keep topping it up. I want everyone to have 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day if they can. Make sure you have healthy snacks on hand. I love things like pieces of fruit because they're already portion controlled for you. So make sure your fruit bowl is inviting. Either take it into your workspace or have them in the fridge as well. But you know, there's lots of things like bananas, really good for potassium. You have oranges that packed with vitamin C to boost your immune system. Maybe you want some grapes. Grapes are really nice frozen as well, for a frozen treat if you want a little bit of a different snack. And for me, I like crunchy crudités of vegetables. So those are my go-tos. And finally, meal plan. Now, the body needs about 67 minerals and 8 vitamins a day just to survive. So if we want to protect against these diseases of civilization, mental health issues, then we must be meal planning to get that variety of food in our diet. So there's some easy ways. Get your cookbooks out, get everyone involved, have a recipe of the week in the office, share healthy recipes and healthy snacks. It's great for engagement and just gets everyone excited about eating great food.
Excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us all today. And so everyone knows, Barbara, you're a trainer of mind and self. Go onto our website and book her training course. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful. See everyone soon.
Take care.